Guess what? Today marks 4,745 days of saying no to alcohol and saying yes to life, yes to sobriety, yes to doing beautiful shit like this. 13 years. 13 years. We commemorate this up here. And I commemorated it by doing what I love most, which is hiking up to the top of big mountains. Hiked up to Belfort, 14,000 foot peak. Behind me, that's Oxford. Right there, another 14,000 foot peak, which marks 14,000 foot peaks. That number 13, a lot of people put a lot of superstition around it, but me, I'm just grateful. I'm grateful, and you know, it's along this journey today of hiking. It's been challenging. I've already done almost 5,700 feet of elevation gain, over like 7 miles of hiking. And it's one of those things where it's just good to enjoy the journey. Are you taking time to enjoy the journey of life, or are you always so worried, so rushed to get somewhere, to get to the destination, to get the outcome, to get whatever it is that you're working towards? Can you sit in the moment right here, right now, and be present? It's supposed to be thunderstorms today, and definitely it's been so beautiful today. It's so gentle up here from the wind perspective. There's a very gentle rain coming, and there's going to be some rain coming over here. But you can tell it's gentle. I haven't heard any claps of thunder and lightning. And so I'm just grateful to be up here. I'm going to do my best to get down safely. And I just wanted to create a short message of inspiration for all of you that are out there. Anybody that's trying to figure out life. You know, it took me hitting that rock bottom 13 years ago. I'll tell you a story. I got pulled over yesterday by a sheriff late night coming into this area. And right away, he was like, "You've been smoking, you've been drinking." And I was like, no. None of that, officer. You know, it's been 13 years since I've had that. And he was like, "Oh, really?" I was like, "Yeah." He's like, what made you stop?" And I got to tell him the story. Told him the story about how I became an alcoholic by 15. And I used alcohol for most of my life to numb my pain. I pretended like it was for having fun and celebrating and unwinding and having a good time. But after 2 DWIs, domestic violence arrest, all alcohol related shit, it was like, I knew I just couldn't keep going. I couldn't keep doing that. I couldn't keep doing that anymore. And it was time for me to grow up, time for me to change. This is actually Hale up here. It's beautiful. And he felt so inspired. He let me off with a warning, gave me his card, talked to him about the Results Kill Excuses channel. So I'll make an effort to reach out to him because I don't believe in any accidents like that. But it was, you know, it was like I was just on such a fast pace to self-destruction, and I'm lucky. I'm lucky that I'm not in jail, and I'm lucky that I'm still alive. There is some luck to that. There is some divine protection to that, that maybe that my message right here, right now, 13 years in the future, was going to reach one person and maybe inspire that person. Maybe that person's you. Maybe you're the one that's going to be inspired to let go of your self-sabotaging ways, those self-medicating ways. And if you're somebody that needs some help, you should reach out. You know, I do offer one-on-one coaching, right? It's a 3 or 6 month program. It's a major investment, but sometimes we need that kind of accountability. Maybe if somebody that doesn't want to make that investment, but you're looking for something, maybe it's the 1% Better Everyday Journal. Click on that link down below. Volume 1, Volume 2, it really is probably the next best thing to getting one-on-one coaching, but it really takes you pulling the trigger, making a decision, having a willingness to say, I want to try some new shit. I want to really start to look in the mirror and look within. And that's what I've been doing along this hike today. Just every step has just been a reflection and a thought about how far I've come. I'm really proud of myself. A lot of people have said, hey man, I'm proud of you, and I appreciate that. And I want you to be proud of yourself too. What is it going to take for you to really start making some changes, to shifting some areas of your life and putting yourself first? I haven't regretted one day, man. I haven't missed one fucking party. I don't miss one hangover. I don't, none of that. There's nothing about consuming alcohol that I miss at all. It was never for the taste, that little buzz. Are you kidding me, man? I'm on top of the world right now. What are you talking about? Look at this. We on top of the world carrying big ass packs up here. There ain't no regrets. There ain't no missing out. Right? Living healthy. Your health is your top priority. I truly do believe your health. If you were to reprioritize your health, and I'm talking about mental health, emotional health, spiritual health, physical health, if you were to get that shit aligned and really start to lock in, you would be so blown away by what would be on the other side of that. The levels of success, the new opportunities, the peace, the more harmonious relationships, the healing, the growth, the abundance, it's so much. And yet, just like these mountains, it can be challenging, but there's a reward. There's a reward every time you put out the effort, every time you make the effort. I didn't get in last night until midnight, and then I set up camp, and by the time I laid down my head, it was 1. And by the time my alarm went off, it was 5. And by the time I got on this trail today, it was 6. And I'm already about 6 hours in. And I probably still have a good 3 or 4 hours. I'm looking forward to every step of the way. I ain't going nowhere. I'm going to keep sharing this message of life, speaking life into you. I hope that you'll join me, though. I hope that you'll take me up on some of these things. I know I have a lot of medicine, which really means I have a lot to share with so many people on this planet. So many people that are hurting and suffering and frustrated and feeling stuck, feeling at wit's end and just not knowing where to go. Reach out, comment down below, right? There's a very supportive community beyond me here at Results Kill Excuses. You'd be surprised. No judgments. Maybe that's what makes it so scary. We're so used to being judged in this world. What a beautiful day. Thank you, Rain. Thank you, Frog Spirit. Thank you, Thunder Nation, for holding off with the danger. I can handle this. I came prepared. I have the equipment, and so do you. I have equipment, but I have what it takes on the inside to get these things done, and so do you. You have everything you need. You just need to start activating it little by little. It starts in the mind, right? The number one thing that I had to do 13 years ago was break up with my vice. Alcohol was my vice. I was known as the drunk motherfucker. Everywhere I went, having to drink. Even if I was out here in nature, I'd be getting drunk. Crazy. And yet, second, I had to ask for help. I had to have a willingness, right, to shift some major things in my life. And then secondly, I had to start asking for some help. And I had to have a courage to just keep going. And I've kept going 4,745 days. It's been beautiful. I can't tell you there's been too many times I thought about relapse, because when I had made my decision, it was absolute. I've never really looked back. I've had other things come up, but alcohol, there's just no way. There's no way. It was a beautiful thing. It was a painful thing to let go of, but it was the right thing for me in my life, and never would I have imagined all the things that have happened over the course of 13 years. So I'm ready to celebrate the next year in even bigger ways, and I hope that I get to cheer you along on your life path journey. I hope that this message brings you some inspiration. I'm gonna get back after some movement, get down this mountain before it gets too slick. I love you guys. You know the drill. Results kill excuses, because if it was easy, it wouldn't be worth it. Greg's out.